I have a funny thing about eras in wrestling. With it, we're post Edge Day era,
Yeah.
but we're in the middle of indie era. Now where indie wrestling is big. I mean, obviously, it's always gonna have its niche with fans. But we're in an age where indie wrestlers in WWE are fucking huge. Like
Exactly.
Finn Balor, formerly known as Prince Devitt.
Yeah.
He was a huge acquisition. Or Kenta,
Yeah.
who is now Hideo Itami.
Or even Apollo Crews, who was Wuhan Nation. Like,
Yeah, and Kevin Owens and AJ Styles is coming in now, and all these. The Bullet Club is going to be a thing now.
yeah, really. And plus, now I can actually get a Bullet Club shirt without getting it from a shady a shady guy on like Amazon or whatever. But what people need to understand about wrestling is that like it really depends on the performer and the company. I love WWE, but sometimes like it gets too big for sometimes its own good.
Yeah.
And like that's why I like watching NXT, because I get to watch Samoa Joe work with freedom. I get to watch Finn Balor work with freedom. I get to watch hell even Bayley and Nia Jax work with freedom, and it's great to see.
There are very, very few things that NXT does wrong.
Yeah,
I will definitely say Baron Corbin's the thing they do wrong.
yeah. They don't really promote him all that well. Like I watched his match with Apollo Crews, and it was really good.
As much as it could be with
as
Baron
much
Corbin.
as much as it could be with Baron Corbin. I think they need to build him up as something different besides like this dark guy, because they have a lot of dark characters. Like I mean we have Finn Balor's demon, Samoa Joe turned heel and got a little dark there for a little bit. I think
Like You Were My Friend, Batista kind of deal.
yeah, kind of that sort of thing.
I feel like he's too much NXT Roman Reigns. And
Yeah,
he's the lone wolf wearing this weird jacket deal.
Yeah, like the
And he
weird
just
leather
destroys
jacket.
people.
And then for some reason he has birds tattooed on his chest.
Does he really? I haven't noticed his tattoos.
Yeah, yeah, he has like a caged heart with birds around his chest, like the
I thought
most
that was like
basic.
a Legend of Zelda rupee or something like that.
Oh, I have no idea. I wouldn't peg Baron Corbin as a Zelda fan.
You never know, bro.
Exactly.
You never truly know.
Which, by the way, I was watching an old cut from, I think it was South by Southwest, and I think Baron Corbin got in the face of I believe it was Corey Taylor from Slipknot, and I would have loved to see that.
Oh, that's
Corey
right,
Taylor
that's right.
on NXT. That would have been just the greatest
slap
thing.
the shit out of him.
Yeah, just slap the crap out of him. I would have loved that. Like I miss having some celebrities in there. Like back whenever they used to have like the guest GM and like Seth Green, like Frog Splash Randy Orton. That was okay, but after a while it got a little dumb. And then of course we have the anonymous GM thing.
Oh my God,
that
they
could have been so good. It could have been so good.
Like,
They're
who
like
was it?
Hornswoggle's the GM.
It was actually Eric Bischoff. That would have been great.
Oh, that would have been amazing to have Eric Bischoff
Wasn't he
come
like?
back.
And he was in TNA before it was Impact.
Yeah, he was in TNA
But just
for a
something
little
somebody
bit.
totally funny, fucking unexpected. But they fucked up. That makes no sense because wasn't Hornswoggle in a segment where the anonymous Raw GM said something stupid?
Yeah, it was something like that, but I have a feeling like, but then again, continuity in Raw whenever the ratings are down, of course, that's never gonna work out.
Yeah, no. I'm glad they did away with that. They teased it a little bit when the Authority was out of power a year ago, because they had like a different person each day running something weird, and at one point it was the Raw GM or the anonymous Raw GM, and I almost cried out of fear because I did not want that shit back on my TV.
Yeah, really. It's like, look, give me a bras and panties match all you want. Just don't make Hornswoggle the GM. Because, look, I love Hornswoggle. I really do. He's done some great work, but don't make him murder any stables like he did DX, or make him the Raw GM, or whatever the hell you guys want to put him in. If it wouldn't make sense for him to do it, don't do it.
Yeah. If you have the time, look up El Torito versus Hornswoggle in the WLC match.
Yeah,
that shit
was
is entertaining.
That was really good. They had one of the best spots of that pay-per-view, I think.
They had a micro call and something like just to play on like the announcers' names, like
something like that.
BBL or JBL, something like that. But it was a very entertaining match.
Yeah, but then again, I don't think WWE needs to focus on like, oh, look at the little people wrestle. It's like it's kind of like, it's really patronizing, kind of like whenever they used to not take women's wrestling so seriously, and now they're like, oh yeah, like back in the day whenever they had like, oh, here come all the women, look at all the women we have.
Like God, remember the WrestleMania 25 Divas
Battle Royal, and then it just turned out to be
WrestleMania.
God, I forget, but then I remember it turned out to be Santino Marella in drag.
Yeah.
It's
and they had like all these women come back.
Yeah, it's like you had a way to make everything so much better, but you just threw it away.
Yeah, fucking the refs just ignoring that.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this. I pray this video comes out, but Dolph just has like the biggest pin on Jey Uso, and the refs just like, hang on. They're doing this. They're doing this submission right now. I need to really pay attention to this.
I mean, the ref can't be everywhere at once.
But then again, some refs are super useless. Boom, diamond cutter.
Oh, who's gonna go over the pin first? He's gonna go into you right after Vince kicks out.
1, 2. Oh no, I didn't get to bury Dolph Ziggler.
You didn't beat your son.
I didn't beat
like exactly the fucking same.
Oh my god, that would be a great storyline. DDP is Dolph Ziggler's father.
The reason why Dolph Ziggler, that's what the D stand for.
Oh my god.
Dolph Page.
Dolph Diamond Page.
Dolph Diamond Page.
Dolph Diamond Page, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Okay, so I was thinking about this. Now, WrestleMania 32. Yes. We have a lot of injuries right now. Cena just got injured at a house show.
That.
Yeah, he just got injured at a house show, which I'm really surprised.
The week after he came back.
Yeah, the week after he comes back.
I have a theory. The WWE is the mafia.
Oh, really?
Because anyone who is a threat to Roman Reigns' reign, no pun intended, gets taken out.
Yeah.
Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, even Cesaro was coming up. He was rising through the ranks of popularity. And now that Cena came back, he immediately got injured. Somebody's putting a hit on these guys.
So there's something in the water. There's a big conspiracy. Something like that. Who knows?
Somebody's like, I think they paid Seth.
Maybe.
To put on a ninja outfit and just fucking attack people.
Yeah, maybe.
Because these are all at house shows. You never see them on TV.
Exactly. Which, by the way, no more house shows. Let's stop with the house shows because that's where everyone's getting injured. Stop. Okay, so since they're looking to set the record for most attendance, they're doing it at the AT&T Arena.
It's like 100,000
stadium.
people.
Yeah, they're doing it where the Cowboys play. Here's my dream card. They were planning on Cena facing The Undertaker. That's not going to happen.
No.
So this is what I'm saying. I know Kane has been so overplayed for Taker, but I say have Kane face Taker in a Hell in the Cell match. That's going to be great.
In hell. They have to die first.
In hell. Or hell, bring back the Inferno match and have it in a Hell in a Cell.
The cage is on fire.
Exactly. The cage is on fire. But have Kane face The Undertaker since Cena may not be able to. Cena versus Taker would be great if they did it right, and I'm sure that they can. Which I watch a lot of What Culture stuff, so we should be able to do that, like some fantasy bookings.
Fantasy bookings, that can be kind of cool. Who the Royal Rumble's coming up?
Who's qualified? It's
okay,
of course it's everyone in the Wyatt family. Big Show, of course, because
did you hear about that whole debacle?
Huh.
Last week, the Big Show came up. He cut a promo, or whatever, and then he says, "I am the first entrant in the Royal Rumble match."
Yeah.
Hearing that, what do you think he just told us?
Oh God.
I am the first entrant in the Royal Rumble match.
Oh God.
Does that now sound like he's the number one? He's the number one person to come in, like.
Oh God, I have no idea.
Because what he was saying, what he was actually saying was, I'm the first person to put my name in the Royal Rumble match.
Yeah.
But the way he phrased it made it sound like he was the first person to come out.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really weird because I'm like, why would you want to be number one?
That's a little weird.
I mean, statistically, that's the one who's gotten the most wins, isn't it?
I think it's like number.
It was number one, wasn't it? It's like.
It's either number 2 or it's lower down to like number 24 or something. Because a lot of people who get in at number 30 don't really make it.
Nobody. I think Cena was the last one to get in number 30 and win.
Yeah.
No, Edge wasn't he? No, Edge came out number 29. His year.
No, yeah, he did.
And then Batista came out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm still remembering all these things. All these memories come flooding back.
Yeah. So okay. So anyway, back to WrestleMania. So we have Undertaker versus Kane.
Yes.
Then why don't we have in the Royal Rumble match? I'm making a little prediction here. We have kind of like a John Cena versus Batista at the Royal Rumble situation where 2 people at the floor. It's going to be Roman, and I want Ambrose. Doesn't have to be Ambrose. Hell, it could be Ziggler. It could be Kofi. Who cares? We have someone there. My top 3 are actually going to be Kofi, Dolph, and Dean Ambrose.
Okay.
So they're there. Insert one of those guys there. We'll have Dean give up the championship, or hell, he can carry both the Intercontinental and the heavyweight title, which would be great.
Yes.
So we have that happen. They both hit the floor at the same time. Then we have this, debacle, like who's the real champion. So instead of having everything done at Fastlane to decide who's the champion, we decide to have another battle royal with like the final 4 competitors, and then a 4-way match for the title at WrestleMania.
Well, the last time that happened was WrestleMania 2000, because there's been triple threats before, but not like a
fatal 4-way. I'm telling you, we need more heels on the main roster, because Rollins injured, it's just injury after injury after injury, and we can't keep baking on these part-time guys. So what I'm saying is we turn either Dean, Dolph, or Kofi heel.
Mm-hmm.
Kofi would be great as a heel, I think. Break him off for New Day, but then Xavier Woods and Big E can still do New Day.
Okay.
And we get Xavier Woods more ring time, because he's a great wrestler.
He is. I've noticed that. Like, he hasn't been wrestling at all.
No. Okay, so we either have Dolph or Dean, or maybe all 3 of them even, fight for it. Because Dolph Ziggler deserves it. He deserves it. And I will say till this day, Dean Ambrose deserves it.
Yes.
Yes, quite, yes.
I want to do a deal with, here's my thing. I want, as much as I would hate the idea, but in my storyline, which is going to happen, Roman Reigns is going to win the Royal Rumble. Everyone knows that.
Yes, of course.
But what if Dean Ambrose was like the last guy to get thrown out?
Yes.
But he's so mad because he's always this close, but he always loses to Roman.
Exactly. He's always the goon. Because I saw because they're doing new work with ESPN where they're interviewing superstars, and they had Dean Ambrose, and he was like, yeah, I was always kind of the Shield's goon. What if they build off that? And Dean's like, I did yours and Seth's dirty work for so many years. It's my time now.
Yeah. Like, he's always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Exactly. Or we have Dean win it, and then Roman's like, I was supposed to be the champ. We still make him this badass that he is, but then he's a heel badass, and then he and Dean are just at it. Or we can have a face versus face type of deal.
Those are always tricky because someone's always expecting someone to turn heel.
Exactly. Yeah.
Kind of like I was thinking like because you said like the whole intercontinental champion and the heavyweight champion. I'm thinking Ultimate Warrior versus Hogan.
Oh yeah, good point.
It's a bad match.
Yeah.
It's really bad, but the idea is good.
Yeah.
Because it elevates that intercontinental championship. Because when they're doing the whole U.S. Open Challenge thing,
it really elevated it.
That was awesome. That was super awesome for the U.S. championship. But the IC title was fucking an afterthought.
Exactly, and plus those championships have kind of gone down in relevance. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like they're like, oh, let's just put it on a guy. Oh, let's put it on Kofi whenever he had the freaking Jamaican accent, It's a water or
what
whatever.
What the fuck did they say?
And then it's like be Shelton or something like that. Like I think they got like like they got some half-assed reggae singer to sing it.
I don't know. I have no fucking clue.
Who knows?
I'm loving